I'm Gray Doby, and for the Unit 3 case study, Kennedy, Josh, and we decided to come up with the Welk. So, for this, we had our 5 different products, which is a Model X car, it's made by Tesla, and its sort of benefit that it received was self-driving artificial intelligence, and it's in direct competition with Honda and Waymo. Another one would be a laptop, the Lenovo Yoga C930 from Lenovo, which has an improved operating system and hardware, and it is in direct competition with companies like Apple and Asus. Civilization 6 Rise and Fall, which is downloadable content for Civilization 6. It was developed by Firaxis Games, and overall it includes more game mechanics and it solves the problem of a lack of replayability, and it makes it a lot more interesting for people. And it's in direct competition with Paradox Interactive Studios and Creative Assembly. The Pop Socket from the Pop Sockets company. This is the thing that's present on the back of phones, which allows you to hold it, and you're less likely to drop your phone. It improves the grip. It decreases the chance you're going to break your screen. And these, of course, have various knockoffs by Style Ring Pop, by Smigan and Nobleworks, and of course the iPhone X smartphone developed by Apple, and has very different features and improvements, but the most notable is the improved camera quality. And of course it is in direct competition with Google and Samsung with their Pixel and a Galaxy S8 respectively. And then along with this we had the importance of creative decision making, and these are the various benefits that you receive from this. So for example, these are benefits in employee performance, this section right here. So it increases employee motivation, participation, productivity, positivity, and reasoning, specifically due to the fact that they're able to directly sort of contribute to an idea and see that idea sort of muster itself in and sprout and eventually encompass an entire market, assuming that their idea is good. And so of course they're going to be wanting to use good reasoning. They're going to be very positive about that. They're going to be very productive trying to see that happen. And of course you have to have motivation and participation to do those things. And that overall increases employee morale as well. And because of these sort of increases in employee performance, you have a better way at solving problems with an increase in possibilities due to the fact that, with productivity and reasoning, you gain better and a lot more sort of sensible solutions to things. And these solutions, of course, could be long-term or short-term. For example, with airbags and Bluetooth speakers, airbag short-term solve the problem of dying in a car crash, and long-term Bluetooth speakers solve the problem of dying in a car crash simply due to the fact that you won't be on your phone as much, you won't be texting while driving, you won't be driving one-handed trying to call somebody, and so that obviously decreases the % chance that you're going to get in a car crash. This was our strategic web map. As you can see, we decided to choose the self-driving car. That's what the Welk is. And with it, it has these 5 different sub-features. So it has the interior, the materials, the design, engine, and safety features. And within these, we chose 1 or maybe 2 of these third-tier categories, these qualifications of the feature. So for example, with the engine, you could have an electric, a hybrid, a magnetic, a gas, or a steam engine. We decided to choose the electric engine just because a magnetic and a steam engine, those would not be very efficient, and a hybrid and a gas engine, they use gas, and we wouldn't want to do that because we want to appeal to people who are sort of environmentally concerned and don't want to use fossil fuels. We also decided to use a luxury design, as these others wouldn't fit with the pricing that we would have for such a expensive thing as a self-driving car. For the materials, we decided to use steel to offset that balance, and everything else would be not as economical or readily available or strong. For the interior, we decided to focus on speakers just to sort of complement the safety features, as well as be something that's very nice as an amenity in your car. But that doesn't mean that we don't have these other things. They're just not as focused on with this car model in particular for the Welk. And with the safety features, we decided to focus on the rear camera and the impact sensors, just because we really couldn't decide which one was more important. But everything else we could probably decide would be much lesser than these two right here. And then after that, we finally got to making some big decisions. So we decided to use, of course, collaborative decision making and brainstorming to find those 5 different products. And then after that, we discovered our products. We decided to research them a lot more just to learn about the competition, the specific benefits. And then after that, we decided to choose self-driving cars. I guess it would be more correct to say that Kennedy did. And she decided to also delegate roles to Josh and me and her so that we would do things according to our experience and ability. And then after that, she was in charge of the logistics of making sure that everybody could contact each other. And I think she did a fantastic job with that. After that, we finally then got to making our final product. As you can see, we have a sort of a rough sketch with each of the important aspects in the car labeled. As you can see, it has some of the things like the steel frame exterior and the bass speakers, the Bluetooth, the self-driving itself, as well as the sensor. But there also are a lot more things. For example, with seat massagers, that's something that could be a part of the comfort qualification, but of course we didn't focus too much on that. And these are just a rough sort of overview of some of the more important things that could be present on there. But after that, we had the consumer base, what we're going to be doing with our marketing. So we want to, of course, appeal to somebody who can actually operate a vehicle, and which we actually did go and research these specifics of that. We also want to have somebody that appreciates or at least wants safety measures in a car, and they're environmentally concerned with both fuel and coal and those different types of fossil fuels being used in their car. That's of course why we didn't use steam or a hybrid or gas. And of course, concerned with fuel prices, that kind of complements environmentally concerned. And they want to enjoy luxury cars, or at least are able to have them, just because of the price and the overall design that we chose with this. And these were the benefits of our choices that solved these different problems. For example, people who are backing up without sight, that was solved by the improved safety measures with the camera in the back, as well as the impact sensors. Low max speed was improved by the 75 horsepower that the Welk has. Fuel and prices increasing was offset by the electric engine, so it's not affected at all by fuel prices. Quadriplegics and amputees not being able to drive or get anywhere due to missing limbs, they're able to actually go places now due to the car driving itself. So they don't have to have their hands and legs on the pedal and steering wheel because they don't have them. But now they can get from place to place without having to rely on another person. And talking and texting leading to driving one-handed and leading to a car crash was sort of offset somewhat by Bluetooth speakers, which allowed it so that there wouldn't be as much talking and texting with only one hand. Rather, you could talk with both hands on the wheel. And after that, we have our bibliography. And that has been our presentation. Thank you.